following is an interview with Dr. Otto H. Fischer, Earlville physician since March 1934. The interviewer is Kenneth Stockley, a local farmer and lifelong resident of the Earlville area. The interview takes place in the basement of the Leo and Dorothy Wright home at 604 South Ottawa Street, Earlville. The date is September 14, 1986, and the occasion is the first house walk sponsored by the Earlville Historical Society.
How many houses have you been to?
One more after this.
You've been to Howie's?
Yeah.
Which one have you been to?
I haven't been to
Fleckinger's?
Cincinnati.
Oh, is that Fleckinger's? Yeah.
Yeah, Fleckinger's.
Where was your, let's see, this was Dr. Wiley's office. Was Dr. Wiley practicing when you started practicing?
Sure, he was still practicing.
Did he have an office in the house here? I don't remember.
Uptown.
I think I always went to Dr. Fischer. I don't remember
That was
Dr.
on top of the gamble store.
Dr. Wiley was on top of the gamble store?
Yeah, he had an office up there.
Oh, that was on the corner.
Where the
laundromat is.
laundromat is.
Yeah, okay, I
There
remember.
was an outdoor stairway like that.
Well, now, and where was your office?
House and Boyd's.
Over the store?
Yeah,
House and
top
Boyd's?
of the store.
I don't remember going to you there, but I remember going to, let's see,
And later on,
Dr. Rayson wasn't with you. You
No.
and Dr. Rayson weren't together.
And we went on top of the bank too.
On top, that's where I
With
remember.
Dr. Nichols.
And Dr. Nichols.
Right.
Yeah,
Until we bought the building.
But see, you weren't married then, were you?
No,
When,
couldn't afford it.
couldn't, when did you get married then?
Oh, I guess
41.
41.
41. 41. Oh, yeah.
Always a lady.
So long ago, I almost forgot.
See, Dorothy was a school teacher, wasn't she? Seems to me she was.
Yeah.
Was Dorothy a school teacher?
That's right.
Was she teaching in the country school? Or?
Yeah, someplace.
Good God,
Or was it,
blank.
or was it a...
Near here, Pekin.
Cotton
Beacon, oh, you had
Sarah
driveways.
Bartle.
Huh? Yeah.
But I didn't drive too many times. I didn't have the price of the gas.
Well, did you have, what did you have for a car? Or when you, kind of when you were first practicing?
When I started, I bought a Pontiac, 1929 Pontiac. See,
29.
it was a used car. Paid $125 for it.
Hey.
Boy, I fell in love with Pontiacs after that.
So did you have some Pontiacs after that? Then?
2 or 3 after that.
How many cars do you suppose you've had up to now?
Oh, I guess I stopped counting.
You wore a few of them out, huh?
Yes, I sure did.
But see, didn't you go both ways originally? The two hospitals? Or
Yes, went both ways.
then didn't you kind of have a little hospital here in a way with...
Well, when Dr. Rayson came back from the Army, I went upstairs there in the office. And we did tonsillectomies up there.
I remember my brother and sister both had their tonsils out, and right in your office, I think, and then
That's
I
right.
think you had some beds there, and had it right there. Then you went to Medora, and you also went to Sandwich.
That's correct.
What'd you do in your spare time?
Trying to pick up a way to sleep.
Well, that's quite a deal. Quite a record. How many? Do you have any idea how many babies you might have?
Over 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Over 1,000 babies. Well, that's really something, Doc. You've made quite a record in this community. I think we all don't know how much we appreciate it, really.
Well, I'm to the point now where I should retire. I'm losing my voice, and it bothers me when I talk to people.
Well, I mean, another 10 years or so, maybe you could start thinking about. What is your age now?
I'll be 84 before this month is over.
84. Oh, boy. Let's see, another 10 years would be 94. Well, that's Nimmer Khalil is 94, and is he 95? He's still driving, I know.
Yeah. Well, I just got my driver's license this last week.
Oh, did you? Wow. You're good for a while more yet.
At least 3 years, I hope.
Yeah. How long did you had, it was Dr. Rayson and you moved to your present office about when was that?
He came back from the Army.
Oh, that about in 44 or 5 or
Something like that.
Yeah. And then if you had to, let's see, your nurse there, is she still there? Mrs. Major, is she still with you?
She worked there about 37 years.
I was going to say she was there for a long time. Is she still with you now, or is she
No, she retired the 1st of June this year.
Oh. Who's your office girl now?
She's sitting behind you there.
Oh, Dorothy's your office girl now.
Ah, shoot.
Have you been in this house before?
I don't think so.
A lot of people are saying that. They've been by it and they've wondered what it looked like, but they've never been in here before.
Well, there was a doctor here, so they didn't need a doctor.
Well, I guess so. I'm surprised that, let's see, this is 86, and I think Leo and the family moved here in 56, didn't they? So they've been here 30 years, it doesn't seem possible. Well, is there any words of wisdom you'd like to leave us
Well,
before you leave?
after I've seen the houses around here, the farmers must have got more than $1.25 for the corn in order to build them.
In order to build it, yeah.
Of course, the office building that I had on the corner there, Church Street and Ottawa Street. I forget what it was.
Well, that's a beautiful building. Who built that? Who built that building?
It was built in 1903.
1903. Yeah. So that's 50 years newer than this house, or a little better.
Yeah, a lot of these houses that we saw today were built back in the 1800s.
1800. This one was 1858. I believe. Really, really well built. Who did you buy that house from? Where your office is?
John Gast.
John Gast.
Yeah.
Was that a family home there?
Yeah, they had owned it for a good many years, and I guess they had a hard time selling it. So Herb Gast talked me into it.
Oh, Herb. Yeah. That would be an interesting home for a tour sometime.
Very much so.
The woodwork in it, I always admired the woodwork in that home.
That's right.
Well, that had to be original oak woodwork, a lot of it.
Well,
And that has high ceilings too, doesn't it?
not as high as this house.
Not as high? It must be what, about?
These are over 12 feet.
These are,
ceilings
yeah,
in
these
this
are over
house.
12 feet, yeah.
I would think they must be more like 10 feet.
About 10. Well, Doc, thanks for stopping by today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for the short conversation.
Yeah.